That Sunday in December 2022, when my stepdad pointed his paint-stained finger at my mom's face and screamed, "You're nothing but a failure who raised a useless son just like you," he had no idea he was digging his own grave, because my mom had found something in his secret drawer that would change our lives forever. My mom was always a woman of few words, but a lot of hard work. Maria, 45 years old, woke up at 4:30 a.m. to clean offices, then went to family houses, and came home at 8 p.m. with hands cracked from so much cleaning products. All of this to give me what that man never did: love, food on the table, and a decent roof. Robert came into our lives when I was 12. He was a painter and promised to be the father I never had. "Now you guys will have a real man taking care of you," he said on the first day. I remember the smell of burnt coffee in the kitchen every morning, my mom trying to hide her red eyes from crying so much from his sharp words. She believed we would finally have a complete family. How wrong she was. At first it was small humiliations. "This food has no salt. This house looks like a pigsty. Your son only knows how to stay on his phone." My mom swallowed it quietly and tried to make everything perfect. But Sundays were hell on earth. His brothers, sisters-in-law, cousins would arrive, and my house became a bar. "Maria, go get beer." "Maria, where are the snacks?" "Maria, can your son go buy cigarettes?" She ran from side to side like a maid in her own house. And me? I became a joke. "This kid only knows how to study. When will he get a real job?" they laughed. Robert never defended me. On the contrary, he laughed along and added, "That one takes after his mother. He's kinda slow." Until that damn Sunday, December 15th, the day he crossed every possible line. The house was packed as usual, brothers-in-law drinking, kids screaming, loud music. My mom was running around serving everyone when she accidentally spilled soda on his older brother's shirt. It was like the world stopped. Robert got up like a wounded animal and screamed in front of everyone, "You're useless, a worthless little woman who only serves to clean other people's crap, and you raised this failure of a son who will never amount to anything." The silence was deathly. My mom stood there, shaking, tears falling, holding the empty bottle in her hand. I wanted to attack him, but she made that gesture with her head for me to stay in place. At that moment, something died in her eyes. But what Robert didn't know, and what I found out later, is that 2 weeks earlier, my mom had found a strange key that fell from his jeans pocket. Curious, she searched everything until she found a secret drawer in the back workshop. Inside, bank statements from an account she never knew existed, an account with $200,000. Almost $250,000. Money he claimed he didn't have when she asked for $50 for groceries, $20 for medicine, $100 for school supplies. "I don't have money right now" was always his excuse. Lie. After that public humiliation, my mom slowly got up, wiped her tears, and spoke softly, "Guys, excuse me for a minute." She went to the bedroom and came back with a black folder. She put everything on the coffee table: statements, receipts, photos of a house in another neighborhood, and even printed WhatsApp conversations. That's when the real bomb exploded. It wasn't just the $200,000. Robert had maintained a second family for 7 years. Apartment, car, private school for the other 2 kids. Everything paid with money he denied us. The silence was so heavy you could hear everyone breathing. Then my mom, with that calm voice I had never heard, said, "Robert, now I know exactly where the money comes from, that you always denied your own son. And I also know why you never wanted to introduce me to your family in Boston." His face turned white as paper. The relatives started whispering, making disgusted faces, grabbing their things and leaving. He tried to explain, make up excuses, but the evidence was right there. He left home that same night with a suitcase in hand, yelling that he would come back to get his stuff. 3 years have passed. He never returned. That day I learned a lesson I carry for life. Sometimes the quietest person is the one observing the most. My mom wasn't submissive. She was strategic. Today, December 2025, my mom has her own cleaning company with 15 employees. I graduated in business administration and help her with the business. And Robert? He lost everything. The first family discovered the second discovered the first, lost all the money in legal proceedings and lawyers. He's living in a rented studio apartment and painting walls to survive. Sometimes divine justice takes time, but it always arrives. Truth always wins in the end. If this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more powerful stories coming. Comment below. Have you ever been through something similar in your family? And share this with someone who needs inspiration to never give up.